What's going on, guys? Trey Arns here again with another review video. Figuring with how big the saddle hunting world is getting, I will do a video on some good pant options. I have the one pant that I use the most, probably. It's one of the best, I think, saddle hunting pants, and it's one of the best hunting pants in general. I hunt about 50% in a tree, 50% on the ground, and these pants do everything for me. I'm also going to go over a couple budget options, some cheaper ones that I think will work just as well. I tend to wear these almost more than I'll actually wear those technical pants just because I wear them to work. And if you're heading out and want to keep it budget friendly after work or anytime, these are great options. So stay tuned. All right, bringing to you the first pant. This one's a little more on the pricey side. It's more of a technical piece. It's a pant that I've had for probably 4 or 5 years now. I started off with the Sitka 90% pant. Knew right away I should have bought the Timberlines for my style of hunting. So that's what these are. They are Sitka Timberlines. From the minute I bought them, I knew right away that these were going to be dynamite. At this point when I bought them, I was doing a lot of stand hunting. So to me, having a waterproof butt, which they have, and waterproof knees was huge. The butt was the biggest one because obviously if you're a tree stand hunter and you're sitting on the tree or in your stand, water constantly runs down the back of the tree or it's soaked up in the seat. So that waterproof butt is one of the greatest things ever. I even wear them when I wear my late season bibs. I'll always wear these pants under. I can't even tell you how many days I've put in these things. They're kind of like a mid-weight pant. They're not super awesome to wear early season. Early season, I'll normally wear a really light merino underneath just because of mosquitoes and it absorbs sweat. So for early season, they're a little warm, but I still tend to deal with them. They have great pockets. Like I said, I've had these for years now, probably 4 or 5 years, and I don't even have a single blemish mark anywhere. I mean, they're dirty. You can see I wear these things all the time. But they have tons of pockets. I would definitely recommend the suspenders. They come with them. Put them in. But the biggest reason that I would say these things rock in these waterproof, rugged-proof knees are knee pads. And if you're a saddle hunter and you don't wear knee pads yet, you are missing out. I know a lot of people buy knee pads that they carry along. I was fortunate enough when I got into saddle hunting that I had these already, and I was like, holy crap. Knee pads are already in, don't have to mess with anything else up in the tree stand, and they work awesome, especially if you're sitting in your stand, knees up against the tree. A couple complaints that I know people have about these knee pads is they are like rubbery, so they do sweat, so your knees will get sweat pockets in them. Like I said, I wear merino underneath no matter what, so to me it's not a big deal. That sweat will be absorbed. But early season, yes, they are a little hot. But if you're sitting in the saddle and you're walking out and you're hunting in 80 degrees anyways, 90 degrees, you're going to be hot no matter what. So yeah, I've worn these 80 degrees and they stay under all of my under all my outerwear throughout the season. So these things have seen, I can't even think how many days, and they're holding up perfectly. These things are freaking dynamite. I know Kuiu, I think, makes an attack pant with a knee pad in it. Cryptic might make one with a knee pad. So anything with that high quality material, really brush proof in case you're bombing through brush, which we normally do. And then all this abrasion stuff on the knees. And again, like I said, I'm 50% a saddle hunter or hunt out of a tree. The other time I'm hunting on the ground. Shot one of my biggest bucks on the ground. Being on the ground is just versatile. Again, the waterproof butt with the waterproof knees. These things will save you. They're a miracle. You sit on your knees for a long time, especially turkey hunting, or you're sitting on your butt up against a tree, or you're just in an awkward spot. These things are awesome. So the more comfortable you can be while you're out there means less movement, less noise, and probably a better chance of killing that deer. All right, now we're going to work into more of the budget option. So these are my actual work pants. I work at a lumber yard, so I wear these all the time. These are Wranglers, I think. I've had these for well over probably a year and a half, and I actually just got last week, my first little hole in one pocket and a little hole in the other one. But that's because I stick my gloves in my pocket and I probably just put a little too much pressure on them. For being a year and a half old, I really beat the crap out of these things. I think they were like 17 to 20 bucks. If I'm hunting after work, I don't even worry about putting on those other pants, especially if it's warm and I don't got to worry about anything. Normally I'm trying to conserve as much time because I don't get off work till late, so I'm just trying to make it out there. I've shot turkeys, deer, whatever you can name wearing these pants. And they're like a tan, like a khaki, which is totally fine if you're hunting in a tree or hunting on the ground. I use these a lot for like that quick setup. And another pair I have again from Walmart are these Dickies. Probably a year and a half. I think I bought these right at the same time to compare which ones that I like better. These don't have any holes in them. So these are definitely a more lightweight. These are you're going to want to wear 80, 70, 60 degrees. Real thin. Probably not as going to be as durable for brush busting. There's a little piling or pilling going on. These things are, the material's thick. They're not as flexible. That you just feel like you have a lot more freedom in. These are a lot thicker, so these you could use for definitely brush busting, and they're going to be a little warmer. If it's that 50, 60 degree mark, you probably could throw a little base layer or nothing under them, and you'd be totally fine with these. So again, these are like a dark green color. I think they sell them in tan. Shot one of my turkeys wearing it this year. So to me, camo isn't a huge deal. I do really like the subalpine pattern that Sitka has, but I'm not going to waste my time putting on a pair of pants if I only have an hour or 2 hours to hunt after work. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask about these pair of pants or any other pants. Again, I'd highly recommend those Sitka Timberlines, but if you're trying to stay within a budget and you still need a good quality pant, these Dickies or those Wranglers are definitely not a bad option.